Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and thanks to my honourable colleague from Carleton Trail Eagle Creek. Like the member from Nanaimo Ladysmith, though, we live with the fairly constant problem of derelict vessels along our coastlines. They are a hazard, they're an eyesore, they present real risks to life and limb, and I understand the member from Carleton Trail Eagle Creek thinks that we can always find the owner of these vessels and then get them to pay for the cleanup. The problem is that these abandoned vessels, and this was one of the things that I raised in committee, and the honourable member will remember I attempted to put in an amendment for mandatory improvements in our registration system and for insurance that the vessel owner would have to carry. The response from the government members at the time was that we can probably deal with these issues through regulation. So I am going to vote for C-64 with enthusiasm. I'm pleased to see action finally happening on derelict vessels. But I share with some concerns with my friend from Carleton Trail Eagle Creek. The bill isn't perfect, particularly around this issue of being able to track who owns the vessels and be able to go after those who abandon their vessels and make them pay for the cleanup. It tends to fall on municipalities, even to know where to take. You can't recycle a fiberglass vessel. You're just stuck with hauling it to the dump. There are significant issues with this, and I asked my honourable colleague from Carleton Trail Eagle Creek to perhaps consider how we might be able to go after the vessel owners when we don't know who they are.
The honourable member for Carleton Trail Eagle Creek in 45 seconds or less, please.
45 seconds? Well, thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And through you again, I thank my honourable colleague for her comments. Look, as I said in my speech, this issue was not one with which I was overly familiar prior to the introduction of this bill. I do know, however, after participating in the study, how very important it is to coastal communities and the negative impact that they have. I know that they negatively impact tourism, the enjoyment of the coast and coastal waters by residents and visitors alike, and that they do create problems for our marine life. In terms of a solution, I know that while this bill does not deal with this specific issue, I am pleased, or was pleased, to see that the Government of Canada did create a program to help support cleanup efforts by communities, and I look forward to seeing what they're going to put in regulation as well. Thank you.